Today we hang out with Brad Pitt and go into the Nazi killing business. And we find out if business is a booming. Here we go.
Com check.
Photo check.
Brady check.
Ball check.
Bravo check.
Bar! All right! Hit that son of a bitch! Hit it! Do your job! Do what you're here for!
Hey, what's up everybody? Today we're talking about the new Daivid Ayer directed film Fury, which stars Brad Pitt and a bunch of other great actors such as Michael Pena, Logan Lerman, and Shia LaBeouf. Now when it comes to Daivid Ayer, I'm not the biggest fan of his work. I mean, he has some pretty good movies such as Training Day, which he wrote, and his directed film End of Watch. But last year, or actually this year, earlier in the year, he brought out a film called Sabotage, and woo, did I really dislike that movie. Nonetheless, I love World War II films, and I decided I'm gonna go into this movie with an open mind, and it's got a good cast. I mean, how bad could it really be? Well, it turns out the movie is pretty awesome. And before I tell you guys why it's so awesome, let's talk about what the movie's actually about. So Fury's a World War II film that's different than most World War II films. Most World War II films, they start in the middle, maybe at the beginning of a war. Nope, with Fury, we start at the dead end of the war. So that's where Brad Pitt and the crew come in. They are a part of a Sherman tanker called Fury. Now, they just lost one of their members and they need a new guy that sits like a co-pilot of the tank, and that's where Logan Lerman comes in. Logan Lerman is a typist who doesn't really know anything about war except that he writes the letters. And he's here, he signed up, they threw him into this, no training, no anything. He's a part of the crew. Now the crew, as I mentioned before, has a really great all-star cast. So we have Brad Pitt, who is the leader, they call him Wardaddy, and he is kind of like the guy that's promised all these guys he will bring them home. He's kind of a dick, kind of an asshole, but he does what needs to be done to get everybody home. Next we have Michael Pena, who is the driver of the tanker, and he's a drunk, kind of funny, but also a very big asshole. Then we have Shia LaBeouf, who is like the religious guy who reads the Bible, is all about doing things properly, preys on bodies to save their soul, but he's also an asshole. And then we have Shane from The Walking Dead, aka John Bethel, I believe his name is, and he's just a pure asshole. There's no redeeming quality for that guy. He's just pure asshole, mean man. Pretty much the movie, for the most part, is pretty awesome. Starts off fast, keeps going, action here and there, really tense moments, really amazing acting. I don't know if any of the actors are really going to win anything, but the acting is spot on. Brad Pitt plays a great asshole. Logan Lerman plays this a really cool character where he's kind of vulnerable, doesn't know what to do, and everybody else plays their role. My biggest problems with the film are that most of the characters are really cliched. Pretty much every single war movie you've ever seen is going to have certain characters, and certain movies will do certain things to make the characters a little different. Not this one. Fury had every single character cliched, from the asshole to the drunk to the religious guy to the new guy who doesn't know what he's doing. Pretty cliched overall. The other thing I did not really enjoy was the fact that none of the characters had really major redeemable qualities. You didn't care if many of them died. You liked some of them, but if they died, you were just like, meh, whatever. Doesn't really matter to me. Most of the characters were really one-dimensional. They played to their role and didn't really grow anymore. And lastly, I think that the story overall was just kind of a mass story. Not a revenge story, not a rescue story. Just about a crew of guys living in a tank trying to survive. That's it. Just a story. Just a cool little story. That's it. Nothing really special there. Pretty much what you're going to get with Fury is not an Oscar pitch. It's not an Oscar movie. They're not going for that Oscar. They're going for a war blockbuster that we haven't really seen in a long time. They're going for that awesome action war blockbuster with phenomenal acting, a great cast. It's just a really fun movie, a really cool movie. It has a lot of gruesome, brutal scenes. I mean, at one point, a dude's face is picked up and you can see his face and identify who he is. He just stepped up his game. Way to go, Ayer. I believe this is probably Ayer's best movie. As a director, of course, he's only had like about 4 of them probably total. But it's probably his best directed movie, not his best written movie because some of the writing was lacking. But nonetheless, this is a pretty great movie. And that's why I have to give Fury a rating of great, because it's a great time at the theater, really brutal, really gruesome, cool action scenes, just amazing cinematography. Great time at the theater, definitely worth watching. Go check out Fury because it's a fucking badass movie, guys. Pretty badass movie. pretty much, hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll talk to you guys later. Alright guys, thanks for watching my Fury review. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that and you guys give me a couple likes, subscribe to the channel, share with your friends, all that good stuff that you guys know you guys can do. If you guys want to see a written review, go over to geekedoutnation.com where I wrote an entire review pinpointing the things I like and didn't like about the movie. If you want to see that, go over there, show us some love, and as always guys, hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later.